Comic 81, in which I pretend to not be sick. It's really just a bit of a cold. I'm fine. Mr. Grieber! Alright, I can figure this out. I'm the boss, after all. I should be expected to understand the equipment. How am I supposed to set an example to my employees if I can't work the intricate contraptions we use here? See, it's in a different wording. Equipment? Contraptions? I'm not just some useless management type sitting in his office all day, after all. Want me to get the door for you there, sir? No thanks! If I don't try, I'll never learn. I gotta give him, there's a little bit of character development here where Mr. Grieber is actually trying to decide to learn how things work. So it's a ridiculous shot at him not knowing how anything works in the theater whatsoever, least of all doors. But it also humanizes him a little bit because he's no longer this estranged, detached megalomaniac in another room who doesn't actually ever involve himself in what's going on. It was a bit of a development, which, given what eventually happens, I don't know why I put this in here. So I think it was just for humor's sake, just sort of pointing out a bit more. But I mean, honestly, no thanks. He just said no thanks to one of his underlings. This seems slightly out of character, but I suppose I was just trying to do something kind of funny. And again, unlike I think it was yesterday's comic where he said the word work, how these things work. He said things work twice, and it bothered me. So today, I'm much more pleased with understand the equipment, and then in the second one, can't work the intricate contraptions. The contraptions makes him seem like more of a Luddite. Even though he's not breaking it and smashing them apart. I've been reading a lot of weird history, so I'm just kind of learning where certain words came from and where the word Luddite came from. So someone's last name was Ludd, and it was based on that, where that group, they came in to, what did they do? Smash machinery during a Industrial Revolution, if not the Industrial Revolution? Don't quite remember. Anyone can correct me if you feel like it, but there again is Mr. Grieber standing on a box, because as you can see, his neck is the same height as Jeff's, even though, based on head height, we've got fairly long arms. Maybe he's just got a small head and no neck, and he's quite tubby, with like no upper body strength. Look, he's got really, really skinny arms. So he's like a basketball. He's built like a snowman with tiny arms. And again, I didn't bring his cloud puff on the left-hand side of his face to the foreground, to be on top of things. I really thought I did that. That bothers me. His mustache was always very fun to draw. Just throwing it out there. But that's about all I can think of at the moment. Again, Jeff with little gun pointy fingers. Hey, sir, want me to get you the door for the... See, and it comes across as Jeff, I don't know how, but I suppose it's just in my mind where it's not a kiss-ass statement. It's actually more of a condescending, hey, should I get the door? I think it's just because I feel like I know the character, like I know Jeff's character a little bit more than in... And so I'd know that would be how he would be saying it. I don't know if that makes sense. If anyone thinks it sounds like he's a bit more of a kiss-ass, then maybe. I don't know. Let me know. But I've always thought of him as constantly condescending towards his boss, as opposed to seeming like a kiss-up. Okay, now I've said everything. So, Comic 82 tomorrow.